Okay, Alita, are you ready?
But how's our volume? Are the volume they're good? We're
Oh, the
matched.
volume's fine. Shut up, pussy.
All right.
That was the intro. I'm keeping that part in. EliteAri, what I was going to do is I was going to start counting from 1 and see how long it would take you to stop me and interrupt. Where do you think I would have gotten up to? Like 20?
I don't even know. I don't know, Kyle. We'll
Hey,
never know.
pussy, how
Do
about
it
you
next
don't take
time.
long pauses after I finish speaking so I have to worry about whether or not Discord crashed? Classic bit. Now he's doing a bit. Chat, this is hilarious. Anyway,
Okay.
audience, lovely audience, we're back with Chainsaw Man chapter 165. This piece of paper is telling me it's called Everyday Scenery. What a great title. This is by Tatsumumi Fujimoto, and the translation is by Amanda, and the lettering is still by Sabrina. This is incredible. Now, Discord's crashing, chat, so if it crashes and EliteAri goes missing for a little while, I'm not stopping the recording, and I'm certainly not editing this after the fact. You're watching shit low content, not low content, low effort content, so you're going to have to deal with it. Now, I did close Discord and reopen it before we started streaming, so I'm pretty sure that fixed it. Anyway, EliteAri, say something.
Everyday Scenery is the chapter title for 165. And Kyle, you before we started recording, you were like, "Oh my god, I just figured out what this title refers to." So tell us, Kyle, what does this title
They're
refer
going
to?
on the train, and there's a lot of cool scenery behind them, and they're repeating it a lot. And I was like, oh, that's kind of funny. And now I realize it was a title reference, which makes it a little less cool, but it makes the title a little cool. So maybe it evens itself out.
Hmm. Well, I guess my interpretation was Denji is walking past a dead body, and that dead body is just part of the everyday scenery now. So I don't
Yeah,
know.
just like all the
But I'm sure
destruction in
there's
the
more to it.
background when he's on the train. The world's falling apart, but we don't
True.
really care. Now, if we go
Hmm.
to a brothel and that's fallen apart, now that might be an interesting little, funny little shenanigans we could get into, Alita. But I don't want to spoil the end of the chapter, goddammit.
Hmm.
Alita, this is where we do overall thoughts.
Okay, me first. Oh, you. Sorry.
You were supposed to start saying something, and then I was going to interrupt saying jokes. We don't actually do overall thoughts.
All right. So
It
overall
was
thoughts.
good. What did you think? It was okay.
Mhm.
Gee, we've never done this before.
Yeah.
Got anything to add?
Look at the beautiful art. It was a beautiful looking chapter.
Chainsaw Man's art fell off. That's something people say. Now, did it happen, chat?
Yeah, it is.
Oh my god, it didn't. This fucking
No.
pussy little bitch. I'm gonna kill him one day, chat. I'm gonna kill him. Anyway. So, EliteAri, we open the chapter on a Denji face, and then he's looking down on a chainsaw face, and then he's looking at Kobeni's friends. One of them's her brother, the other one's a student counselor dude. Which one's which? What are their names? I'll never know these things. That's okay. But they got cute little hats on
Mm,
now, EliteAri. Thought that was a little funny. Are
true.
they
Yep, they
school
got like their
hats? No, that's
president.
lame. Never mind. I thought
Yeah,
they
no,
just
it
picked
is,
up
isn't it?
hats.
Doesn't
Yeah,
family wear a hat?
I just remembered this was probably their school hat. So I thought they would because they were going on a train. They were pretending to be little dorky train guys with hats on. But no, they're
Right.
just being little
Yeah,
dorky
classic.
school kids. Well, Chainsaw Man fell off. Is that a dead body? Yes, the station attendants will clean it up later. What an everyday occurrence. What's the title called? Everyday Scenery, literally.
Mm-hmm.
God damn it. Every time. No, dude, somebody died. It's funny that Denji is the one pointing this out because he just lets people die all the time and be killing people and stuff, and that's really funny. But he's like the normal one now, literally. This is a little bit of what do you call that? Irony or something?
Something like that,
Did
yeah.
it make you chuckle?
Not really. In my mind, I was like, "Oh, that's funny," but not
That
because of
was
the
funny.
irony or whatever. Just because the way he says it, like, "Huh? No, dude, somebody died." I don't know. It's just
Yes,
funny
that
the
is
way
a
he's saying
funny
it.
way to say it, Alira. You're so smart. That's just
Hmm.
expected at this point. Then this dumb bitch Isa ruins the joke by being by explaining it because she's autistic. But EliteAri, that is the
No,
joke.
she's
It's a
great.
second layer joke, so it's actually pretty funny. Remember when she was
Hmm.
explaining starfish and stuff? And she does it again in this
That was
chapter at
sick.
some
Yeah.
point. Yeah. That was a pretty good bit with the starfish one because they really committed to it and it was an overall thing. And, we weren't 60 chapters in and nothing had happened. We're only like 40 chapters in
Mm.
and nothing had happened. Come
Hmm.
on, we're taking the next train, Isa says. Now, this Fammy girl is just with them the whole time.
That's a good observation, Kyle. Well
She's been
done.
with him
Yeah.
for just ages. What's going on with Fami? What's she about?
Well, I think we. What do you mean by that? What? I don't know what you're
She
saying.
was so cool and mysterious, and then she just started hanging out with us.
Oh, so now she's like uncool and mysterious. Okay, I
I
understand.
mean, she's still got cool earrings or something, right?
Yeah, the Chainsaw Man earrings.
She ate food weird. I didn't like that. Everybody else liked that. EliteAri definitely liked that because that
Mm-hmm.
was very uwu
Yep.
crazy. Very e-girl
Mm-hmm.
brand, and we know EliteAri loves that. Isa over here, very e-girl brand too. She's autistic. I like Power EliteAri. She's not e-girl.
Yeah, what is she?
Eric Cartman.
All right.
Well, then the train goes past EliteAri super fast.
Yep.
So
And he
Japan
goes,
has like
woo.
fast trains or something, huh? Like in the Hunger Games.
Yeah.
How,
Yeah. Well,
how
I don't remember the Hunger Games.
Hunger Games they go super fast because it's the future, idiot. So have you ever
Mm.
been on a Japanese train, EliteAri?
Yeah, I've been on the normal trains. I've been on the Shinkansen or whatever, the really fast one. I've been on all of them, Kyle.
How does that compare to your local Australian trains, EliteAri? I want to know.
Well, they're I know the normal trains are just like they arrive within 1 minute of error from maybe even less than that. It's crazy how on time they are compared to the schedule in Australia at least. And the fast ones are like you need to buy a seat beforehand, and it's like expensive, but I don't know, it's
Oh,
nice.
that's not good. How expensive? Like
Yeah.
$2?
I don't remember. I think it's like $100 or something. It depends how
What
far you're
the
going, obviously.
fuck? I guess you're going a long
I
distance. I'm
think.
thinking like you're just going to work and you're like, oh, I'll get there in 5 minutes. This will be
I
sick
know.
instead of 20 minutes.
Apparently, a lot of people do that, but to get to work from different cities in Japan, I think.
They must have good infrastructure to be traveling around and
True.
stuff. You know what has good
Yeah.
public transport infrastructure, much better than Australia, EliteAri? I guess you can
Germany.
guess, because it's like the only other place I've been. New Zealand, EliteAri.
Right. Yep.
Trains going like every 20 minutes, never failing. I gotta wait every 40 minutes for this fucking piece of shit
That's crazy.
Logan to Brisbane area. Don't dox me, EliteAri. What are you saying? It's nonsense. Anyway.
I think I don't know. I think that's just your area. In my area, the trains are at least like every 15 minutes. It's not that bad.
I'm from Sydney. My name's EliteAri. Soy, soy, soy.
The center of
Lost
Australia.
8 state of origins in a row, and then 2 in a row now, and like 17 out of the last 19. It's probably like 14 out of the last 19. No, like 14 out of the last 17. Anyway, where I live is better than where EliteAri lives, and everybody in chat knows it. The best sushi restaurant near here is Anindana.
Okay.
You speak Japanese, EliteAri. Are you supposed to say it for me?
Yeah, but that's an English word.
No,
Endenya.
that don't sound English to me. But they're closed because one of their chefs died. See, EliteAri, we're still doing this meme where we're saying like, oh, the status quo's changed, but we really don't care because we're saying it in such a casual conversation in which you would say anything. Like, oh, that one's closed because it like flooded the other day because of that storm and the stuff. That's like a real world thing. But people be dying in Chainsaw Man's world, EliteAri, and nobody cares. It's pretty cool. The next best would be
Marudea.
no, EliteAri, I disconnected. I wasn't waiting for you. From the same
Right.
chain, if it hadn't burned down. So by process of elimination, we'll go to Sushi Shi. I can speak Japanese, EliteAri. I'll let you handle the English ones. It's budget sushi, but they have a reputation for using fresh fish. Oh, I went there once. I only ordered tea, but their tea was good, EliteAri. Now, this is just like a conversation you'd have about where to go, EliteAri, and you're just slowly disqualifying things because, nobody can ever decide where they want to fucking eat.
It's a classic train conversation.
No, I don't get on trains with people, EliteAri. I'm not always on the train alone, and I'm watching something on my phone, but I'm angling it away from other people so they can't see what I'm watching on my phone.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Also, I had something else and funny to say, but I got lost in the weeds.
Fami is the one who's saying this. That's pretty funny because she likes food. And she's
Oh,
talking about
I
food.
see.
Isn't that
That's
great?
very smart, EliteAri. Yes. Oh, the funny thing was like Lamau, poor little dumb kid, Kobeni's family only got tea. But wasn't Kobeni the only poor one so her family could be rich?
I don't even remember. Like, I know she had
Oh,
to. I don't remember if they're rich or if she had to fund her brother's education or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she had to become a devil hunter so her brothers could go to college or something. Now, apparently,
Yeah.
some people may say that this is her brother. I think that was confirmed or something. But you know me,
Well,
I don't
they
care
share a
about
last
Kobeni.
name. It's not confirmed.
True. That's true, EliteAri. That's media literacy right there. Now, what was I saying? Maybe he's poor too and they were all sacrificing for the other family and the parents were just collecting all the money. Now, wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah.
And then they're going to kill the parents. Now, why isn't this dumb Kobeni bitch that everybody just loves to slob on the knob of so much, EliteAri? You know how I say that a lot now? Why is she not back yet?
Well, she was very clumsy, so she died in an accident off screen.
That would be hilarious, EliteAri. I'd love that. It would make everybody so mad. So, EliteAri, hold on. Let me remember for a second. We're just holding every character back. Keisha Bay, nowhere to be seen. Raze, what do I call her and what do other people call her and which side of this conflict am I on? No, Rez doesn't sound good. Reese. Reese? That sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Now, anyway, there's no Farnese around here. So, she's obviously going to come back eventually. So it seems like we're holding things on, which would seem to indicate that we have some sort of forward direction. Now, I don't be believing that, EliteAri. I think Chainsaw Man fell off and nobody's... This is AI written, EliteAri, is what I'm saying. Nobody knows anything that's going on in this stupid goddamn story. Actually, I like Chainsaw Man, and when Miller says things like this, I get mad, EliteAri. But because you like Chainsaw Man, I'm doing this gimmick. Anyway. We're saving things up for something, EliteAri. I don't know what that something is, but something's got to be happening.
Yeah, for the climax.
For the time travel stuff, yes. Kobeni died actually in the year 1655. It was crazy. Devils were around. Do we call them devils in this, EliteAri? What do we call them again?
We call them devils.
Now, that don't make much sense. They should be demons, right? Because there's only one devil. Do you think they call them Akama? That's the word, right, EliteAri?
Yeah, they do.
I know that from
like
Devilman Crybaby, but that's the word they use for demons. So you think it's just one word in Japanese? And you think this
it's
is
like bad thing.
You think this is Haley's responsibility?
Yeah, probably.
I knew she was no good. Oh yeah, Haley's her last name, huh? I forgot. Anyway, Denji's like still a little depressed because he thinks his family's dead because he's a moron and doesn't understand how plot works. And then we see the image from our background, EliteAri. Not that the people could tell because I'm doing a very funny thing visually. But we got a little kid and he's all fucked up and he's resting his shoulder on his mum. His mum's all fucked up. She's missing an eye. And there's buildings dilapidated in the background. Does dilapidated mean destroyed or just not looked after, EliteAri? I wonder.
It's a good question.
Oh, I guess I'll tab over myself.
I'll look it up. Dilapidated, in a state of disrepair or ruin as a result of age or neglect.
So they're not really dilapidated. They just got destroyed-elated.
Yeah, probably by the falling devil.
Oh, yeah, remember that happened and nothing came of it? But now we're pretending that she, like,
what do you mean?
destroyed
It's in the
things?
background.
Yeah, I don't believe it.
We had a
They
news
should've shown it
broadcast.
last
What do you
time.
mean we're pretending nothing happened? This whole arc is about like the world being in disrepair, right?
Remember she just
Falling
ran
Devil was
off
the
or
first part of
something,
that.
and there was like a cool worm devil, but he just ran off too, and there was a motorbike.
She didn't run off. She got turned into a doll by Fami, right? Because that was Fami's doll, and she like, you know.
Wait, that sounds cool. I don't remember that at all.
Oh my god. Okay.
Oh my god, Mister,
the whole
I don't
time
remember
it was
if
revealed that
Kobeni
Fami was
cool.
controlling her. Oh my god. Okay, yeah.
Now, why would Fami do that?
Well, isn't that a great question, Kyle? Let's
Oh,
keep
that's
reading.
the intrigue I should be reading with every. I should be anticipating on every panel I see. Hey, Isa. Now I gotta remember which side I'm on for this naming meme. Asa. That's the one EliteAri says because it's stupid. I say Isa because there's no I in it, so I'm just extra funny. Remind me, why are you out to fight me now? Now this is funny, EliteAri. Even Chainsaw Man knows its plot is nonsensical. Because if I can fight you and win, you'll be saved. Well, isn't that retarded? Then Denji's doing a retard face because he just heard something retarded. Not because he's retarded, EliteAri. Now, we're not saying that word anymore. Are you still brainwashed by that weird cult? And then she blushes and says, no, Fami, explain. That was kind of cute. Your heart's power is what makes... Oh my god, this contract shit, EliteAri. Didn't make any sense last time, still doesn't make any sense. But anyway, we're going to pretend that
Really?
there's some theory behind it or something. Your
No,
heart's power...
this was the simplest of all the explanations, I think. Like, but then this, I don't know how accurate Fami's being here, but if she is being accurate, this is like a great, nice, simple explanation for the people who haven't been keeping track of changes.
Well, EliteAri, I read it like last night and I already forgot what she says, so will you please let me read it? Your heart's power is what makes you Chainsaw Man. Now, that's Puchita. You remember he is a little dog guy. And sometimes he becomes a big black guy. Remember when he cut through hell and then they sealed him in hell and he just cut through like the atmosphere? God, that was cool. Chainsaw Man Part 1 is so good. Your heart's power is what makes you Chainsaw Man. It's the power of a contract. Now, EliteAri, you may recall that like demons and humans have contracts or something. I don't remember. But Denji's one is different. Sometimes they live in your eye and laugh at you as you die. That rhymed. Pretty cool. And sometimes you like get to do a little fox thing. And I think they all take lifespan off you or something. I don't remember. They had them all in like the basement one time. That was pretty cool. The terms of your contract require you to live a normal life. Not life, EliteAri, wife. If you break that now, EliteAri, that's because Denji wanted to live a normal life back in chapter 1, and back then that seemed like a very far off goal. But you know, Chainsaw Man is about how nobody can be happy and stuff, and we've said that a million times. So having a normal life is lame. Having a great life is lame. You'll just always want something else, EliteAri. Just kill yourself now. That's what I tell myself, at least. If you break the contracts, the heart's owner's real name, Chainsaw Man, will emerge. Now, EliteAri, we saw him emerge one time. Now, I think Denji was very sad. So, is that what happened? Because Power died, EliteAri. You remember that?
Yeah, because Makima made it so that Denji would no longer think he can live a normal life. So then the actual Chainsaw Man came out. So Fami is telling the truth here. Well, kind of. It depends. But yeah, she's giving the simplistic explanation of the contract that Denji made in chapter 1 when the zombie devil destroyed Chainsaw Man or whatever.
Because Denji was making a retard face on the couch. Remember that, EliteAri? Because his little girlfriend died and he was like, what's going on, real girlfriend? And then she was like, I'm not your girlfriend. I'm Chainsaw Man's girlfriend.
Yeah. Yeah, that was crazy.
Anyway, so that's how that works. Now let's see if I remember that next chapter. Teehee. I won't. If we defeat the real Chainsaw Man and transplant a human heart into your body, and you can become a normal human again. Now, EliteAri, can you believe Miller took this seriously?
I can believe it, because, you know, Miller's Miller.
Obviously, this is hilarious, EliteAri. Obviously, it's not a real heart. It's just some stupid metaphor so Chainsaw Man can have powers and also have a secret cool form. But Miller's dumb little brain goes, this like other show. This like dumb show. This mean heart transplant fixes the day. And even if it manufactures that the heart transplant is real, that's still hilarious and stupid. God, we just dislike Miller the Killer so much, right?
You know what? Yeah, usually I would defend him, but he's been annoying me lately, so I don't care.
True.
Miller dumb. Miller made bad point.
True. Minty said something dumb too, EliteAri. What was he saying? I think he was just arguing with Miller.
Is this in the Chainsaw Man channel about Discord here? I didn't read them all in detail. Why don't you summarize? What was the debate about?
I think Minty was just trolling, you know how he does, and he said, Miller, so it's a chapter is good when things are explained or something, and he was like, I don't know. Anyway.
All right.
Oh, and then another funny bit of EliteAri, Denji does another face and he says, why do you know about that? True. To give exposition, we're calling it out. That's funny. Do you seriously believe this shady chick? Denji asks Isa. But she helped me rescue you. See, Isa's dumb. Sure, she's done some bad things before, but her heart's in the right place. We're both just trying to help someone, right? And then Fami doesn't look and everybody looks at her EliteAri. It's funny because we're pretending morality is a thing in Chainsaw Man that we're concerned about. But we're not. We're going to save the cat. Just like how I feel internally, EliteAri. Remember, I don't feel bad about recycling.
Hey, we're getting to you in this chapter. But yeah, true. Yeah.
Oh, I don't like this new bit EliteAri does. EliteAri needs to leave the bits to me. And just say things, okay? When you say normal, what does that even mean? That's what I've been saying, EliteAri. You're saying that I'm just like Denji, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's not a very confident. Oh my god, look at this next panel, EliteAri. Chainsaw Man's art really fell off. It's just Isa in the foreground and Denji's head. What the fuck is this? No background. This is unfinished.
Yeah, I think it's because Fujimoto became lazy. You know, he got the success in part one.
He did, yes.
He had to prove that he could still draw good art when he did those first few chapters of part two, but then he gave up. He's like, you know what,
I
I'm
don't even
successful.
think there was good
I don't
stuff
need to
there.
bother. Right.
It means returning to your old life, going to school every day, and having a home to return to. But wasn't he turning into Chainsaw Man even back then?
So if Denji lives a normal life, he will have Pochita's heart, which means he will turn into Chainsaw Man. If he doesn't live a normal life, or he thinks he can't live a normal life anymore, then his heart becomes Chainsaw Man, and he's like, oh my god, I'm Black Chainsaw Man.
Now, EliteAri, I know that,
Yeah.
but we're talking
So
about
what are you
giving him a
saying?
different normal heart through a heart transplant after they beat Pochita up and kill him.
Mm-hmm. And what was your point you just made, like a minute
Oh,
ago?
no, I guess
where
that's
you're
not
like,
what they mean, huh? When you say normal, what do you even mean? But I guess they're saying you can go back to... I don't know what's happening anymore, EliteAri.
Yeah, I can tell. Yeah. That's okay. I don't really understand either. We need to do a reread.
But I don't really want to.
That's okay. We can wait till part two's over.
Yes, EliteAri. God, you're so smart. So going to school and stuff, that sounds lame. Naoto will turn up too. Maybe the police are keeping her safe or someone else, and it's just that she doesn't know how to contact you after your apartment building burnt down. Everything will go back to how it was before I know it. Now this is a little funny, EliteAri. This is kind of maybe trying to trick you into thinking she's dead. Wouldn't that be
I don't know. I don't bother thinking about this meta
EliteAri?
stuff. If she's dead, yeah, that would be great, but I don't know. It could be either way. I think it'd be more spectacular if we finally get the reveal that Meowie is dead. That'd be great. Although I love Meowie. I hope they're okay.
Does it sound like
I doubt it. Yeah.
What's she?
Anyway,
so,
us is the greatest. It's so great how nice she's being here,
oh,
trying to
it's
help
cringe,
out Denji.
EliteAri. I hate
It's just,
it. No, it's kind of
so-
interesting.
It is
now.
it's actually so crazy how Asa just like is so much better than everything else in Chainsaw Man. I don't know how Fujimoto did it. It's like he brought a character from like Goodbye Eri, like his way superior manga, and he just brought it into like his main thing. It's so great. I love Asa so much. Anyway.
No, Fujimoto does have a much superior manga, but there ain't no fucking characters like this boring bitch in it. So anyway. Remember? Oh no, EliteAri. Oh my god. Give me a second.
What?
Starts with a T.
All right.
Ah.
Togato.
Oh my god, EliteAri. How the fuck did you remember that?
That's the only name I know from Fire Punch. I don't even know if
Greatest
that's
character
right.
of all time.
Okay.
And then there's Agni. He's pretty cool. Not really. He's just kind of
okay.
around. He's just big dumb guts.
He's pretty hot and cool, am I right? Because he's like half fire, like that guy from My Hero, right? Oh my god.
He's not half fire, EliteAri. He's on fire, and he's suffering
Yeah, but
every
he was
second with it.
or whatever.
But he lives in a snowy world. Now that's upsetting. There are other good characters, but Togata's the only one that matters because she's like a YouTuber. Anyway, where was I up to? Isa sucks, and EliteAri was just like, oh, she's so good. She's been caring. The only good part about this is it's obviously going to backfire, or Denji's going to fuck a bitch in front of her, and the cuckening is going to make her very angry and a femcel once again. So that could be cool. Poop paper, you know, toilet paper. Have you ever eaten TP? I became a New Zealander there, EliteAri. It's funny because he used 3 different names in like 2 text boxes. Anyway.
Yep.
When I was hungry as a little kid, that's what I'd eat from the park's public restroom. But like once I stopped going hungry, I stopped being able to eat toilet paper. EliteAri, this is about never being happy. You know, same thing as always. Do you get what I am saying? Could you not talk in vague metaphors? I'm confused. That was funny, EliteAri. That was a good line.
Yes,
Man's so
Kyle.
meta and cool.
Yep.
I can never go back to the way things used to be. True. And then they're both looking down and depressed and stuff. Yes, you can. I'll give you back your life. It's okay. I'll save you no matter what. So this is like a funny meme because this is like what characters say in stories. Everybody's always trying to save somebody else when they don't want to be saved.
Okay.
I'm trying to get you to prompt me with examples of things where characters do this.
Um. Yeah, in Black Sails, when Silver's like, "I'm gonna save Flint," even though Flint
He
doesn't want to be
does,
saved.
EliteAri. You're a genius. Now,
Yeah, there we go.
it's gotta be a Mikasa thing, right?
I I have no idea. What do you mean?
I'm gonna save Eren no matter what. But Eren doesn't really want to be saved, and he's like, "Fuck
Oh,
off, you annoying dumb
maybe.
bitch."
I guess Historia does it to Eren in that one climax scene in season 3.
Yeah, you wish they climaxed, you fucking shipping piece of shit.
It's
Now,
not
anyway.
me. That's yeah.
That was a good joke,
I don't like
EliteAri. Why did you
Historia
laugh?
anyway.
Anyway. There's other
My
ones.
hate
People
for
always be
Historia
doing
came out.
this, and she's so determined, but it's just she's missing the whole point. Which could be interesting, you know, she's gonna get mad. And anyway, EliteAri, then you show up smoking a cigarette here as you do, and then it's they're still depressed. He is funny now, EliteAri, huh? Kids
This
these
is the
days.
most Kyle entertainment line of all time. Go ahead, yeah.
It's a
Okay.
good line. He wasn't always
it
like
out.
this, EliteAri. He did suck for ages, all right? Right? He was terrible.
Yeah.
But he's the Isa fanboy, but he also negs her a lot. Oh my god, he's just like me, EliteAri.
Mm-hmm.
Kids these days are wussies, whining on and on like women. Killing Chainsaw Woman won't avenge my grandpa. He turned over in his grave. It's funny, he just brings up his grandpa whenever it's convenient. Oh my god, this is great.
Yep.
And also, I had to read the Chainsaw Woman line like 3 times, literally, because I didn't get it. It was hilarious.
Well, yep.
He's calling
It is
Denji
hilarious,
Chainsaw
yeah.
Woman. I thought he was like calling I said that
Yeah, because
because
he's talking about
Lamau.
his feelings or something. Yeah.
Chainsaw Man Part 2. Yeah, a big little pussy. Stop talking about your feelings. We hate that. But I hate it more with Isa because I hold women to a higher standard, EliteAri.
Oh, wow.
Denji's hungry and I got a what's benevolent sexism? That's the term I just came up with, EliteAri. I don't you need your input. That's what I am. Denji's hungry and his family member is missing. Cut him some slack. Also, no smoking on the train. True, smoking is so cool. But EliteAri, he's still a little simp, just like me, where he puts it out on the little ground because Isa told him to. But then she's still mad about it because you got to be funny about it. You can't sincerely do something for somebody else. It's really cringe. So he puts it out. He's just like me, EliteAri. I know a place that's guaranteed to perk up any man in one shot. Forget sushi. We should shove the kid in there. And then Denji's looking over. A soapland brothel. That's where we'll take him. Nothing cheers a man up faster than boning a woman. I would never say boning, EliteAri.
Well, not yet. But in 20 years, who knows? You'll change, Kyle. And
He's
you'll be
not
more
20
like a
years
Katana man
older
than
than
ever.
me, right? He's like 10 years older than me.
He's probably younger than you, to be honest. Like this.
Don't be saying that.
How old is Denji? Like he was 17 last time. I think Katana Man's meant to be a parallel to him, so he's probably 17 as well. So
I bet
what
if
is he
you
now,
look
like
it up,
19,
there's
20?
a guidebook that has an age in it, EliteAri.
Probably.
That's where the chapter ended. Like I ended your life with this punch. That was EliteAri selling the punch. That was pretty good. Also, I was reminded in this last page that Ice is missing an arm, EliteAri. How'd that happen?
Because of our favorite time traveler. He came in, chopped it off, and then she got stronger because war was being feared everywhere.
War, what is it good for, EliteAri?
Nothing.
No, absolutely nothing. EliteAri doesn't know the joke. Anyway, I've seen Rush Hour, guys. Anyway, I was going to say something about this, EliteAri, but now you've gone off on a tangent because you're no good. What's a soapland? Is this a sex term I don't know, EliteAri?
I have no idea. I assumed it was a
Soapland.
brand, like some company or something.
How Japan's
Or maybe it's a
secretive
place?
soapland brothels operate. A type of
my
prostitution in modern Japan. Different types of soapland exist, but what's a soapland? I think
Yeah,
it might
what
just
does
be
that
like
mean?
the type of building or something. Soaplands are the euphemistic way to describe bathhouses turned into brothels in Japan. Oh, so you know how they like to go to bathing in Japan and stuff? Yeah, so it's like that, but you get jerked off in the tub. Now, that's crazy. Now, Denji still hasn't fucked nobody, right?
Yeah.
Now, we don't know that, EliteAri, just like we don't know that the little brother is the thingy. We just haven't been shown.
Well, I guess we don't know any. We can't confirm any negatives, right? In manga, because it's all fictional.
Absolutely true. We can't even confirm any positives because you can't say descriptively true things about works of art, EliteAri, you little fucking little brain, little pussy.
Well, I mean, we can on our own interpretation, but we can't generalize to other people, right?
I don't know. Shut up.
Okay.
Anyway,
Yep. All right.
the Oh, I always love this lyric when we do sex and Chainsaw Man, where I'm always like, oh my god, having sex, because I have faith a little bit in this Fujimoto guy that he isn't so shittily blue-pilled by disgusting Japanese culture to think that sex is bad, unlike the Mushoku Tensei author and every other author. Remember when you get mad at me for saying this lyric, you're supposed to get mad right now?
I mean, you just don't have the context, so
I do.
we'll revisit this in
They're
a few
just like
years.
1960s us. They're just behind because they're
Okay.
stupid and stuff. Now,
Mhm.
because they didn't have good feminism yet, EliteAri, where the bitches be
Right.
fucking. God, I just love the West, EliteAri. Now, EliteAri, I was making a
Yeah.
progressive point, but that sounded like I was making a Nazi point, so that was the comedy in that line. Anyway, but they always cuck us. Denji never fucks nobody, and they're saving it for Isaac because it's his one true love, and it's just like all this other regressive nonsense.
Didn't
Or the
he
message would
touched
be, I'm so
Makuma's
depressed,
boobs
I
in
can't come.
Season 1?
Whose boobs?
That's like
yeah,
sex,
power. Oh
right?
yeah, that was the
Makima.
shitty. That's the same point, EliteAri, that you gotta like the boobs to touch them. Boring. But anyway, I like that in Chainsaw Man because I had faith that Chainsaw Man was doing more, and there is some descriptively real stuff about that, EliteAri. But they take it too far in these Japanese mangas, where it's just one boyfriend and one girlfriend for the rest of life, and they live happily ever after. So let's get this train rolling, EliteAri. I want Isa to be a cuck, and I want Denji to be happy about it, and then I want them to fight.
All right.
What if Isa fucks a girl,
Sounds
EliteAri?
like
That
you
would
know
be great.
exactly what you want, Kyle. Why would that be great?
Because
Wouldn't that
that's
be neutral?
subversive. She don't need no man. And what if Yoru is very, very not happy with the lesbianism? Now that would be funny. Then she's the cock. Oh.
My goodness, riveting stuff. How exciting. Sex in a manga.
Well,
Who
we've
would
done
guess?
this like
I can't
7
let-
times in Chainsaw Man, EliteAri, and Minty was mad about it. That is something he was mad about because he's like, oh, these sex jokes are never funny, but obviously I love him, and Minty just doesn't know because he didn't read Chainsaw Man Part 1 and doesn't know that this is obviously some Layer 3 genius. But we are going back to the well for like the 17th time, EliteAri. So are we actually going to do it this time? Or are we not doing it? Or is Denji going to, the opening line of, no, I want sushi more than a girlfriend? And then that's the subversion? What's happening?
Well, Denji right now is very hungry.
That is true, EliteAri.
Hmm?
I don't know anything about Chainsaw Man. You ever notice that?
Yeah, I do notice that, yeah. Sometimes, very obscure facts, though. So
Yeah, certain
got
things
that.
stand out to me, EliteAri. The interesting stuff.
Hmm?
The boring stuff that you like plots and Demon Slayer or something, and Jujutsu Kaisen, and all these lame-ass, shitty-ass, generic-ass animes. I like that Denji... think of an obscure detail from me, EliteAri. The
He
bath
eats toilet
joke.
paper.
Hilarious. Anyway. No,
Okay.
that wasn't funny. Toilet paper's not funny. That's gross.
You know what's fun? You know what's really funny, Kyle? The fact that you always say you hate like generic anime.
True.
But you just don't watch any anime. Like, how do you know what a
True,
generic
because
anime
I know
is?
it's generic, EliteAri. Because I've seen stories before.
What's the last anime you watched that like I didn't pressure you to watch? Like, what's like some random anime you
Well,
watch?
why would I ever be motivated to watch an anime that you haven't pressured me to watch? Obviously, Razafan is the answer, EliteAri. That's so cool.
Yeah, but someone else pressured you to watch that, right? That wasn't like some thing that you just never heard of, and you're like, oh, this is airing right now. Let me watch this.
Yeah, I would never do that. That's embarrassing on many levels. I don't have time to watch
Because then
things.
you'd be forced to admit that all the stuff you have seen isn't generic. You'd be like, this is the generic stuff right here, the weekly stuff that I've never heard of that people are just watching week to week. That's the
No,
generic
I bet
stuff.
that's all the interesting stuff. And you people are all stupid
Right.
and you just can't see it. And you prop up the generic things. Like when Tanjiro uses a sword against Mugen. He has a train, EliteAri.
Yep, true. Demon Slayer, the most subversive.
Is that a
show there
character name?
True.
Is that really cool?
Mugen is a guy from Samurai Champloo. He's a samurai, but he's like more like rough with it, and he doesn't like follow the formal kind of rules.
This
and stuff.
motherfucker hasn't seen Samurai Champloo.
I have.
You're the biggest Cowboy Bebop fan I've ever met.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody says you should watch that show, but nobody's actually watched that show.
It's definitely better than Cowboy Bebop. It's not even close.
But it's not better than Cowboy Bebop live action, right?
I don't know if I could compare them. They're very different. Maybe. I also haven't rewatched Champloo in a long time. I don't know. It'll be close. We'll see.
When
I'll
was the
rewatch
last
them
time you
both.
watched Cowboy Bebop?
The live action, that was what, 2 years ago? 2.5 years ago, I think.
He's running away from the question, chat. That's what he's doing.
I answered the question. What's
Oh
the
my
difference? Live action, anime? Same
Oh my
thing.
god, EliteAri, guess what?
There's a million things I could guess. What?
It's
I have
time
no
for our
idea.
Reddit delving and discussions. Now, I just
Excellent.
put stream starting soon on the screen because I love that. Because now I gotta click general, and then I've got to click. Now I have to piss worse than I've ever had to piss before, EliteAri, but I don't want to cut it out. So either you can ingeniously entertain the audience while I piss,
All right.
or I'll just hold it in. Now, how the fuck do I
I'll
share my
try.
goddamn motherfucking piece of shit goddamn stream? Don't worry, EliteAri, I figured
Mm-hmm.
it out during my monologue there. I was buying time. I wasn't actually mad. Oh my god, EliteAri. Now I've got to click on OBS, EliteAri. You know, that's a little thingy we use, and then I got to get rid of this. Oh my god, I did it. And oh my god, we're the same size again.
Yep.
And oh my god, that's Mangasy. And oh my god, speculate whether or not it's very good, average, bad, or very bad.
All right, guys. So, while Kyle is not here, I'm going to speculate that this, just like every other chapter we've ever checked this poll for, is probably very good. Because, you know, the Chainsaw Man people and the Chainsaw Man subreddit generally like Chainsaw Man. Well, now I need to, like, I don't know what to talk about. If you're listening right now, just, like, leave a comment saying, I hate Kyle. Kyle is so bad. And he'll never know why, because, you know, he's not listening right now. But anyway, let's take a moment to think honestly about Chainsaw Man and Chainsaw Man Part 2. Because I know there's a lot of people out there, they've read actually, now that I think about it, was there anyone who actually read Chainsaw Man Part 1, like, week to week? If that was you, please leave a comment right now. Be like, I'm part of the people who read it week to week. Because I feel like it's a very small number of people. Because if there's 97 chapters, if you split that into weekly weeks or whatever, then that would be like a year and a half, right? No, that'd be like 2 years. And I feel like there's no way that Chainsaw Man became so popular in 2 years, or like in, let's say, like the first like year, that like everyone was reading week to week for the second year. So I'm gonna guess that most people read Chainsaw Man Part 1 on a binge, and therefore they like it because they don't have to wait week to week for these like cliffhangers and like trying to keep track of the plot and like what are all the character motivations and all the stuff that Miller struggles with. Basically, they don't need to worry about that because they just like read it all at once. Now, when it comes to Chainsaw Man Part 2, obviously Chainsaw Man is massive, and especially because the anime came out. So after that, it became even more massive and more successful, despite, you know, the Blu-ray sales that weren't quite as good. But who cares? Because that one executive came out and said that Chainsaw Man the anime was successful, but he didn't really give many details. Anyway, so that brings me back to Part 2. You know, week to week, people they're losing track of the characters. They're building up all these like fake narratives in their mind because they're talking to people on Twitter and Reddit. And it's all getting out of control, and then they're like, you know what? Is Chainsaw Man Part 2 good? I don't even know. I can't even get a coherent thought in my mind because I am so poisoned by the well of discourse that is surrounding Chainsaw Man. So there we go. Welcome back, Kyle.
I hope that was a great monologue. Maybe I should go back and watch it later, but I'm not going to. Now, also, you ever notice, EliteAri, that your body like drinks water and then makes it into piss? That's crazy, huh?
Yeah, and then in season 6 of Better Call Saul, they have to drink the piss. It was crazy. God.
That's yucky.
Yeah.
Anyway, EliteAri, what did you come down on?
5 as always.
Yeah, it's always.
Oh wait,
five.
that's for general people. For me, it'd be like probably a 4. It was good.
Nobody cares about your goddamn.
Yeah, there we go. Oh my god.
One day it's gonna flip, EliteAri, because something very controversial is gonna happen. That's when we're gonna know shit is up. That was gonna be great.
Mm-hmm.
Now we've got 1.2k upvotes and then a lot of comments. Now, guys, I pitched for us to watch a Chibi Reviews video that seemed like it was going to shit on Chainsaw Man and very specifically this chapter, but EliteAri vetoed it, said we can't do that at Kyle Entertainment. That's so mean. But anyway, this ratio here leads me to indicate that everybody hates it. But then we have this poll, so that's no good.
Well, something really funny happened, so they're all making memes.
Average as always. Now, this is just newest, EliteAri. Does Fami's titling head means she's lying? Tilting her head means she's lying? Oh my god, we just figured out the code. Anyway. Top. Little Reddit man. He's white. He's got red eyes. They're probably orange. And he's got a little thing on his head. Ever noticed that? Oh my god, we coloring in manga panels because, oh my god. Oh my god, they're talking about the Kobeni. Everybody shut the fuck up. They're talking about the Kobeni thing. My parents only care about my gifted brother. They want to put him through college, so they put me to work. My only options are to be a sex worker. We're gonna see her, EliteAri. She's gonna be at the brothel. It's gonna be great.
Oh my god, that'd be crazy. There's no way.
EliteAri, I can just see the repressed Japanese culture because we like this girl. What's gonna happen is every time she nearly fucks one of the clients, she cuts their dick off or something, and that'll be a funny joke because she's never actually gone through with it, so she can be a virgin. So us little Japanese boys can still fantasize about wifing her, EliteAri.
I doubt that. I don't think that's a very...
There's no way Kobeni's going to be allowed to fuck, EliteAri. Women are not allowed to fuck unless it's their boyfriend, and the boyfriend they're going to have for the rest of the manga.
What about Quan Chi and her, like, little slave people?
They're girls, EliteAri. Males don't view those as threats.
I can't think of any other sex in this manga.
Think of it in any anime of all time, EliteAri, that's not rape.
Yeah, but firstly, this is an anime. And secondly... This is Chainsaw. Okay, it's different.
Think of one, EliteAri. I'm waiting. Think of one casual relationship that was broken off. I guess maybe in rom-coms that happens. But even Yamada doesn't get to fuck anybody.
Wait, we're talking about a casual relationship where they have sex and it gets broken
off?
Where
girls are allowed to fuck in manga. I'll analyze, but EliteAri, she's bad. Yeah, we're fixing her because she's broken. And it's a little curse that she does that. Nobody could actually want to be a whore. My name's Mushoku Tensei, and I'm sexually repressed, even though I try to pretend I'm not sometimes. When Eris shows up, EliteAri, she ain't gonna have fucked anybody, I can guarantee you that. Anyway.
Okay.
Think Roxy has a boyfriend? Nope. Anyway. Not even in the greatest manga series of all time, Berserk, does it happen. I'm saluting. Because they're too busy raping.
Wait, what do you mean? Rape doesn't count? Okay.
Yeah, EliteAri, girls don't choose to be raped unless you want to give that take for us.
Oh, no, I was thinking about Griffith, right? When he, like, gave his body...
Yeah, that's a boy, EliteAri. Boys are allowed to fuck...
The flashback or whatever?
Eminently. I don't know if that's the right word.
Yeah.
Okay. What do you think? Sexism goes against men, you moron? God damn it. EliteAri showing his true colors here. Anyway,
what about Demon Slayer? Alright, let's move on. Let's keep going, then.
Demon Slayer, nobody's fucking a Demon Slayer. It's for the little kids, EliteAri.
Oh, really?
You watch a show for little kids because you're a little pussy. Anyway. Demon Slayer sucks, bro. I'm saying it like it's edgy, but obviously everybody's going to agree with me when we're in an online space and we're worshipping Chainsaw Man. Anyway. My only opinions were, options, Sex Hunter, Devil Hunter. I doubt it, but... Oh my god, they're speculating now. I thought we were going to get answers on why this little twink boy is only drinking tea at sushi places. But it doesn't seem like they're speculating at that. They're just sex on the brain, EliteAri. You know, in Mad Men, Peggy cheats on her boyfriend like twice. That's pretty fucking sick, you know? Because it's a good show. Anyway. I would lose my shit if she gets to the room and it's Kobeni. Oh, yeah, it's exactly what's going to happen, EliteAri. And you're not going to know because she's going to have a mask on and she's going to get the knife out to cut his dick off. How much, EliteAri?
Nope. Well, not money. We have to bet on something else. What's our currency here?
Making the other person watch things we like. But that's too big of a bet.
I'll bet 2 movies that it's not going to be Kobeni.
Oh my god, 2 movies for digest.
Star Wars prequels. Okay. Oh Jesus. But then what's the alternate? You have to watch 2 movies?
Nothing I ever think comes true. I'm not doing this bet. Anyway. Yep.
See, you're not confident enough. All right.
Neither are you, pussy.
I know
you're taking the it won't happen stance. That's I should get like 3 movies to 1. Like I should get odds. But anyway, I'm not doing anything.
That's fine. I'll take that.
So 1 Star Wars movie to 4 Evangelion rebuilds, maybe? No. I don't want to do this because I'm not going to... Why don't I just agree and not do it? What are you going to do, pussy? You ain't going to stop doing Chainsaw Man chapter reviews if I refuse? I'll just say I'll do it later. Anyway, I should just be a liar, EliteAri. I would lose my shit if he gets to the room at Kobeni. Fucking hilarious if the plan is to have Denji fuck somebody and all of a sudden they're closely following... what does that say? And all of them are still closely... Oh my god, if they all try to watch the sex, EliteAri, that's a great joke. That Redditor didn't come up with it, though. Incoming peak fiction. These fucking losers really like this chapter, EliteAri. Katana, more like Chainsaw Man, bitch, am I right? I would never make a joke like that, EliteAri. Katana, 2 seconds later, no, seriously, you ain't yourself, you need to get laid. That's really funny, EliteAri. You know what the worst word in the world is, EliteAri?
Laid.
True. Katana Man is the captain of the SS Ascend by now. What does that mean, EliteAri?
Asadenji. It's a ship.
So he's cucking himself now? My goodness. Anyway, controversial, EliteAri. And we're still on the pussy subreddit, so we gotta get through this. I want to see some racist goddamn jokes that I don't make about the Japanese people.
I would never want to see that.
Oh, let's just not load. Release party. Oh my god, this one didn't get ratioed. This is where we find Kobeni. Oh, it doesn't have a not safe for work thing, EliteAri. There's probably not boobs here. Oh my god, it's just them saying the exact same thing. Oh my god.
This one has not safe for work.
Wait, I came up with this. I came up with this first, right, EliteAri? I said it before I saw a Reddit comment about it. Or did I only say it after I saw the Reddit comment?
The Kobeni thing, you read the meme, but you didn't read the text under it. So I think it's.
Oh,
like
so
50,
I did
50,
arrive at it independently. I'm a genius.
Well, you were inspired by the meme, so I don't know if it counts.
You're getting the tree, EliteAri. I want to see these tits or whatever it is.
Oh wait, you put the Attack on Titan tree up when we're doing the Chainsaw Man thing?
It's just there, EliteAri. What the fuck am I supposed to put up? Anyway, there were no boobs.
No, it's a genius idea. I should make a Chainsaw Man one, so it's like animated.
Oh my god, it's just a Playboy bunny and there's a little kind of lewd girl in the corner. Remember when Denji did this pose? I don't, but I remember being cool or something. Release thread, EliteAri. Oh my god, we got controversial over here. This chapter was confusing. -2. I don't understand this weird-ass pacings. Oh my god, this is genius, EliteAri. I love Reddit. Since about 2 arcs ago, starting with the Weapon Devils, I couldn't give less of a fuck about them going back and forth about what is the normal life at this point. Fami has not had a single useful piece of dialogue, having there just be panels of Denji looking depressed as fuck, and then the sex thing, oh yes, I'm so happy you brought this up again. At least have it be new instead of just ending a chapter with sex, or at least get the Isa and Denji train moving like they're going to talk to each other like an Ortis, even though their chemistry on the first date was kind of fun to watch. I legit don't know what I'm reading anymore, or where this is going, and the bad thing. True, EliteAri, true, these are all the things I said.
Right.
Oh my god, the rollover and fuck off defense, EliteAri, I love this one. And it's fine. If that's not something you enjoy, you can absolutely take a break. Let the chapters pile up and then pick it up like a little bit later.
Well, oh my god, he won him over. Here, right? Like, they're saying this is one of the people who are reading week to week and are tired of like having to keep track of all this stuff. It is just like, it probably would be solved if they just waited.
Oh my god, EliteAri, shut up. Look at this one.
The art is evolving, only backwards. Seriously, huge drop in quality.
True.
Wow. That's great.
Shit, so mid, honestly. I miss early part 2. Oh my god, that's just what you said. Is losing the plot, EliteAri. True. We need to get back to the plot.
Amen.
Release party, release party, release party. I'm sad AF. My family is gone as I can't return. Prostitutes, thumbs up. I really like it when they just explain the joke at the end. EliteAri just knocked over his water bottle. It's hilarious. He's got to clean it all up now.
Sorry. No, I was drinking water. No.
He nearly had a what a fucked up day clip. That would have been great. I need Asa's reacting to this statement immediately. She's going to be like, oh no, EliteAri. Did you see what just happened? I nearly said she's going to be like, and then I looked at this cap and it said exactly what I said.
Oh, wow.
I'm not like Reddit, EliteAri. I'm cool and interesting. Well, I don't say that. I'll say, this sucks, EliteAri. Where's the Chibi Reviews video? I'm getting it up, EliteAri. We're going to watch the first minute. And that's going to tell us all we need to know.
No, you're going to run out of battery. Oh my god, it's Faye Valentine. Oh my god.
That's the thing where her tits jiggle, EliteAri. It's crazy. Faye Valentine! Oh, she doesn't even get to fuck EliteAri. I hate this goddamn fucking medium I'm stuck watching and doing. You'd think Faye would have fucked.
What are you talking about? We read manga. What does anime have to do with anything?
EliteAri acting like they're not the same goddamn thing.
And you're the one always saying, Cowboy Bebop, it's not a manga, it's an anime. There's nothing inspired, it's a completely
True,
different
it's an
thing.
original.
So
I know my Digibro talking points, EliteAri. You won't take.
And here you are comparing them, mixing it up. Oh, they're all the same, right? There's no difference. Manga, anime.
What am I? Hold on, EliteAri. Shut up. Whatever you're saying. What the fuck am I looking at here?
It's Chibi Reviews.
Look at the image. Is this what he's mad about? That they're not fucking yet? See, he's also soy-pilled in this manner. He just wants monogamy and the main girl and the main boy to piss.
Kyle?
I said
He
piss
has the
instead of
same
kiss.
little structure here, where the image is in the center and it's a little shrunken. He's stolen your identity.
We
here. This is how
are
you design
above that,
audio.
EliteAri. We did something new and different this time, if you'll recall. Now shut
Oh
up.
yeah, I guess. Yeah.
You can hear it, right, EliteAri?
Wait, go ahead.
The absolute
Yep.
state of these Chainsaw Man chapters need to be studied, because you're not going to tell me, as a reader of Chainsaw Man, you're not sitting back and thinking to
True.
yourself, just marry already. Like, just straight up, just marry.
Oh,
Because it's like,
no!
The interaction of Asa and Denji is just... At first, when I first saw them together, when the manga introduced the two characters to actually finally meet, I didn't know it was going to work. Because typically when it comes to Fujimoto-sensei, when he writes Chainsaw Man, anytime there is a character that gets close to Denji,
EliteAri,
typically doesn't...
every time we have to say this was written by Fujimoto-sensei, okay?
True.
Or maybe Fujimoto-san?
No, Sensei is way better.
And I'll be... all right, and then I'll be Kyle-san and you be Ari-san, okay?
Oh no.
Because we're just a little bit below
No
him.
way.
doesn't work out. They try to kill him. I mean, let's just think about any relationship.
He shaved his shitty mustache.
Kind of been in at this point. It pretty much always ends up to where they're trying to kill him in some way.
Chibi reviews.
And manipulate him. And obviously,
Oh, did he have
Asa,
one?
at
I
the
don't
first part,
remember.
when she was introduced to him, she was trying
Pay
to manipulate him to a
attention,
degree.
EliteAri.
And even right now, there is some form of manipulation going on, but not to the same level that we've always seen it. And in a way, it's very different than what Chainsaw Man has always presented within its story. And that is the fact that, for one, the people that manipulate Denji always want what's best for them, not what is for Denji. And in this case, what Asa is trying to do here, and she even admits it while communicating with Denji, that she wants him to have a normal life. She wants him to be happy. That is the most forward I think she's really ever been to someone in a long time. And how she's able to express this in such a way, I'm amazed. It shows development from her, but also it shows that she isn't trying to be awful. She isn't trying to tear Denji down and ruin him or whatever. There is not an ulterior motive. She wants him to be separated potentially from Chainsaw Man, be a normal human boy, and be able to have a life, be able to have a girlfriend or a wife, etc. Be able to have something in his life instead of what he's currently known. And everything about this is very interesting.
Well, EliteAri, I think he baited us with some clickbait here, pretending that he was going to be negative, but he's just like, just kiss already.
Kyle, are we going to use the same video title for this video right here?
What was the
And then
title?
we're
I
gonna
forgot
get
already.
11K views as well. It was like, bro, what's happening in Chainsaw Man or something? Part
That
2.
would be great. I feel like the chapter shitty... Oh my god, EliteAri, go back to the chapter review thing. What are you doing? Now, I feel like when I did used to do little titles for the thing before I just said talking about Chainsaw Man chapter with EliteAri, we did used to get more views.
Mm.
Now, if we just copied his, that
Alright,
would be
perfect.
hilarious.
Just lift the Chibi Reviews title.
But then I would have to go back and do it for all the previous ones, or I wouldn't just feel right with myself.
Just do it for this one. It's
At some
fine.
point, I did shift. And I'm not complaining about that right now and the inconsistency there.
Mhm.
But I'm probably not going to do that, EliteAri. The confrontation could be fun, though, huh? What if he sees our video and copyright claims it, and then we become martyrs, and then we get really famous? And
You'd be the martyr.
you're
right?
a little pussy, you don't have
That'd
a
be
Patreon, and I would say, everybody, my livelihood is under attack. Give me $5 a month on Patreon. And they would all do it, because they're all sheep fucking morons. That's you, audience, I'm talking about. Anyway. Anything else to say, EliteAri? We already did all the interesting
You know.
predictions. Kobeni's going to be at the brothel. That's pretty sick.
Yeah. She's not going to be there, but it'd be really funny if she was.
God, I can't wait for next. EliteAri.
Week.
Oh my god, it's in a week's time. Reddit didn't tell us this time, or it did and I didn't look. So next week it's going to be so funny. I'm going to start the review cackling because EliteAri was wrong. And I was right.
Okay.
And I'm going to regret not making the bet, but that's besides the point.
Mm-hmm.
What if Race is there, EliteAri? That would be great. Oh my
That's
god,
more
imagine
likely.
the
I
swing
could
from the
see that.
fandom, EliteAri, because they love this dumb Japanese repressive shit, and the ship for their main character, the one they're in love with, is fucking a bunch of dudes.
No, if she was there, I could imagine her being like a manipulative who gets them to pay without having to have sex with her or something. I don't know. I could see that being the case.
Maybe. But then what if
'Cause she was
Denji
like-
still
remember, she
loves
was
her
like a secret
anyway,
agent
and
from
then
Russia.
Denji becomes a cuck, and the audience all makes fun of him for letting his wife have an OnlyFans?
You know what? Anything's possible. at this
Chainsaw
point,
Man would
Kyle.
have truly fallen off at that point, and that's when the outrage would be real, EliteAri. But don't worry, EliteAri, I'm entering the Gamergate 2 fight, of which this will be a part of, on the correct side of history. I will be my favorite bread tuber, and I will defend the right of... What do you call it? It's not even polyamory. Of non-traditional monogamous relationships pushed by this disgusting anti-woke agenda.
I don't co-sign anything Kyle is saying ever in any of these discussions. Okay.
Yeah, EliteAri's just a racist. He wants
That's
to be
not
on the
true.
Gamergate side, you know. He thinks Stellar Blade is just okay the way it is.
I don't think these things. I don't have any thoughts on these things because I haven't looked into these
Yeah, Leary
things.
doesn't have
Okay,
any thoughts
audience?
about anything, chat. You know, you watch these goddamn videos too, a bit of empty-headed he is.
Mm-hmm. No,
Doesn't
they're all
even
listening
ever
to my monologue before, and
response.
you're pissing, and they're like, yeah, hell yeah, brother. They're
This
on my
should be a
side. They're like,
solo
wow,
show.
Ari's so
Yeah,
spin
that's what they say on
facts.
your shitty Mushoku Tensei thing. You're not in your little
True.
safe space anymore, Leary. You're in our space where we get 0 comments.
Oh yeah, you should do a poll. No, wait, yeah, do a poll on the community tab and be like, who do you want, Ari or Kyle for these Chainsaw Man discussions? Then we'll see what the audience.
No,
thinks.
we should both do ones where we try to replace each other with Bacon and see if Bacon can beat us on anyone.
Damn.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's no hope
probably.
in Bacon beating you on this one. Nobody's complaining about you even in these comment sections, even when they should be.
We
And
don't get any
sometimes they go,
comments at all.
sometimes we get comments, Leary, stop it. And sometimes they're like,
True. Last time we got a hater for you, and they were praising my take on Usa and hating your
oh yeah, that was stupid
anti-women
as fuck.
take on Usa. Yeah, no, it was
But
great.
anyway.
You're a great commenter. I hope you're listening right now and leave another comment
No,
supporting me. It was great.
and I'm not turning the poll up because now that guy will sway it in your favor. 1 vote to 0. I was going to say something funny before that, but I forgot. And the laptop's gone flat, and I'm trying to end this goddamn video, Leary, but you just won't shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else to say, Leary?
We love Chainsaw Man.
We love chainsaws. Support links in the description below. My Discord crashed. Oh my god, it didn't crash the whole time. What I want to say is to Discord. No, that's too corny, Leary. I didn't want to say thanks then. It was weird. So I'm going to wait for you to say it.
Wait, so are we still recording?
Yeah?
Oh, arigato gozaimasu.
Absolutely, I'm not ending it on that. Support links in the description below. Thanks.